Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So I saw this very interesting article a couple of days ago and I thought that I would go over it because I do agree with a lot of the points that this royal commentator has raised. And the article is titled Prince Harry and Meghan are the biggest losers in the royal family amid the pandemic and look irrelevant in this country. And I agree with him. So this was stated by a royal author called Phil Dampier. And he carries on to say, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been branded big losers in the royal family. Royal expert claims couple missed out on opportunity to boost their public image. He also added a lack of presence amid crisis has seen the couple's fans lose interest. And I do believe that to be the case. It's kind of as though they don't really have a place anymore, especially in the UK. I've seen quite a few articles pop up about them talking to their patronages and trying to maintain contact. Meghan Markle done a little congratulatory speech with Harry, or I think they wrote a letter, didn't they, to the Grenfell charity that she worked with when she was a senior member of the royal family. And it seems like they're holding on to scraps, they're clutching at straws, trying to maintain very weak links to the royal family, and it seems to be falling on deaf ears. There's so much going on now. It's kind of like, really guys, it's cringeworthy. So the article carries on to say, author Phil Dampier claims the Duke 35 and Duchess of Sussex 38, which we now know. I was never really going to go over Meghan Markle's age, but in her speech regarding the Black Lives Matter that she made to her former high school that she attended, she said that at the time of the riots, the situation that she allegedly witnessed when she was a young child between 11 and 12, she said that she was between 11 and 12 and that all happened in 1992. So if you add the time now where we are now, the years to either 11 or 12, that would make her either 39 or 40. Now, to my knowledge, we know that everyone in Meghan Markle's social circle seems to have hit their 40s already. So I don't believe that Meghan Markle is 38. I personally believe that she is somewhere around 42. That's what I think. It just doesn't add up. There's a lot of inconsistencies about her age. How can all of her friends be older than her? Anyway, besides the point, I'm going to carry on and cover this. Author Phil Dampier said Meghan and Harry missed out on the opportunity of seeing their public image boosted when they chose to move to LA after stepping down as senior members of the royal family in January. He went on to say the couple haven't gained the same popularity that other royals have amid the pandemic lockdown, making them the big losers. And he said, I quote, I think the lockdown has been good image-wise for all the royals except for Harry and Meghan. They are the big losers in this because they now look somewhat isolated and somewhat irrelevant in this country. Phil went on to say that their lack of presence during the pandemic crisis has resulted in the couple's fans losing interest. They still might have a massive role to play internationally or in America, but I think people just shrug their shoulders in the UK. They're just not really interested, whereas all the other royals have gone up in popularity and have also played their roles very well. And that is definitely true. I just saw a clip of William on the news and he is now out and about on the ground running, and Charles and Camilla, and they're actually doing in-person royal engagements and they look really healthy, glowy, happy, pleased as punch. And to be quite honest, relieved that Meghan and Harry aren't in the background like a dark cloud dragging everyone down, and they are doing their royal duties, which they've consistently done throughout the pandemic. Meghan and Harry really haven't done much. They are really off base. They are in the wrong country. They've now got this riot going on, and it's all just seems to be out of place with these two, doesn't it? They're just so out of touch. That's what I get from it. Anyway, he carries on to say they're just not really interested whereas all the other royals have gone up in popularity. People left comments on the Daily Mail about this. So people have really voiced what they really think of Meghan and Harry's lack of appearance and their lack of popularity in the public eye. So I'm going to read some comments here. Someone said, I wonder how their book will do. Will it be a success? This will be the true test of their popularity. I think when it comes to the US, they are just another pair of famous, infamous influencers. Meghan was a B-list actress, and Harry, without the pomp and circumstance, is just Harry with a famous mum and grandmother. I don't know, time will tell. And there you have it, guys. I think that is really true. What is their place? What is their role right now? Who knows? Someone else went on to say, will Meghan keep a very low profile now Father's Day is coming up? I doubt there will be any heart-filled pleas for everybody to remember their fathers at this time and all they have done for us. Meghan will not even send her father a card. How a daughter can be so cold-hearted, I will never know. So yeah, obviously we have Father's Day coming up. Will Meghan be talking to her father at this point? Will she show him any regard? I think we all know the answer to that. There's so many loose ends that they've left untied. They haven't really done anything. Nothing's sticking, is it? It's almost like they're slinging mud at the wall and nothing's really sticking. Someone else carried on to say, I think it's fair to say that Harry became a loser the day he met Meghan, and they have continued on that journey ever since. Harry was brought up by a beautiful, elegant, stylish and kind-hearted lady who oozed with empathy and warmth. Why did he not look for a wife like her? That is the biggest question. I can agree more. Diana was elegant and graceful, and she had the people's hearts. She was a princess of our hearts. She was loved, and there was rationale to everything that she'd done. Diana and Charles had a really rough divorce, and their marriage came tumbling down. The fairy tale turned into a nightmare, and Diana was bitter about that, and I can relate to that. I think we can all relate to that. When infidelity is in the mix and adultery is in the mix, you can see how it played out. But Meghan and Harry, they seem to have no real reason for why they've been so cruel to their family members, why they've been so degrading to the country, degrading to the Queen and Charles, why they've been so embarrassing, why they've brought on all of this embarrassment and shame. It just doesn't make any sense. They got everything they wanted. Meghan got to spend as much money as she possibly wanted to spend, more than she ever would have had access to if she had been on Suits, and they got nothing in return. They got nothing but hostility and resentment. For what? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Someone else carried on and said, is anyone surprised by this headline? A disastrously mismanaged fleeing of the royal family by Harry and Meghan, who seem to have lost touch with any reality. Well, there you have it. It seems as though they have lost touch with reality. They have lost touch with the everyday person. They don't even really seem to know what it is exactly they're meant to be doing now. And I think with them being debased and being in the US, I think that's only compounded this, I don't know, this abyss that they're going into of not really having any relevancy or any home anywhere. They just seem to be people that are nomads of the land. They're just running from pillar to post with no real purpose. I don't envy the position that they've put themselves in. Someone else said they were born the biggest losers, but it seems they are getting worse the more time that goes by. Wonder how long the hole they dig for themselves daily finally reaches the other side of the planet. Maybe the penguins of the North Pole would not mind paying for them. That's a funny one. I don't know what's going to happen with Meghan and Harry. I don't even think Meghan and Harry know what's going to happen with them at this point. It just seems quite sad, really, because they had the potential to do so much and they've done so little. I'm going to read a few more comments that I saw, which I found quite funny. Someone said, maybe they could go on the show The Biggest Loser. Someone else said, total losers. That's being nice. All they do is lie about everything, couch surf on other people's homes or in other people's homes, and spend Papa Charlie's and the taxpayers' money. Sad. And the last comment that I saw was, you have been given everything, a lifetime of luxury, serving charities, meeting global leaders and being respected. You threw it all away in the hopes of being the next Kardashian. And I think that summarizes and takes us to the end of the video. It is really sad. I do feel sorry for them. Even their social circle seems to be falling apart. Their network on his side and her side is all going wrong, isn't it? This is sad for Meghan and Harry. But anyway, I'll be back. I will continue to report. I know Lady C. Campbell's book's due to come out, and I'm gonna read it. Why not? And I'll be back with another video. Bye, guys.